This is Saturn, and nothing about it is peaceful.
Listen carefully. That sound is not music. It is Saturn itself. A giant world screaming into the darkness through radio waves, echoing across billions of kilometers. For centuries, we looked at Saturn and saw perfection. A golden sphere wrapped in delicate rings, calm, silent, beautiful. We called it the jewel of the solar system. But beauty can be deceptive, because Saturn is not peaceful. It is not calm, and it is anything but gentle. Beneath that golden glow lies a violent giant, a massive sphere of hydrogen and helium spinning so fast it flattens itself. Not a perfect sphere, but something distorted, unnatural. A planet shaped by speed, pressure, and chaos. This is not a world. This is a machine of storms. A place where winds move faster than anything on Earth, where pressure crushes everything that dares to descend, where even time feels unstable. And yet, from far away, it still looks perfect. That is the illusion. Because Saturn doesn't just hide chaos, it is chaos.
From Earth, Saturn's rings look smooth, solid, elegant, almost artificial. But that illusion disappears the moment you get close, because those rings are not rings at all. They are storm, a massive, chaotic field of ice and rock, spinning at incredible speeds, fragments colliding constantly, breaking apart, reforming endlessly. Some pieces are as small as dust, others as large as mountains. Now imagine flying through that. A blizzard of sharp ice fragments moving thousands of kilometers per hour. No safe path, no silence, only impact. And yet, this violent structure is almost impossibly thin, hundreds of thousands of kilometers wide, but in some places only meters thick. A cosmic blade slicing through space. But the real question is not what they are, it's how they were created. Because these rings may not be beauty, they may be the remains of something that died.
Long ago, something crossed a line. A moon drifted too close to Saturn, too close to survive. There is a boundary in space called the Roche limit. Cross it, and gravity no longer holds things together. It tears them apart. And that's exactly what happened. Saturn's gravity didn't just pull, it destroyed. It ripped that moon apart layer by layer until nothing remained but fragments, ice, rock, debris, scattered across space. What we see today as rings may actually be the remains of a lost world. A silent explosion frozen in time, a graveyard orbiting a giant. Every piece of ice, every fragment, a memory of something that once existed. And now, instead of a moon, Saturn wears it like a crown.
Nature doesn't create perfect shapes. Not in storms, not in fluids, not in chaos. And yet, Saturn breaks that rule. At its North Pole, there is something that should not exist. A perfect hexagon. 6 sides, sharp edges, spinning endlessly. This is not a symbol. This is a storm. A structure so massive it could swallow multiple Earths. And it has been there for decades, maybe longer. At its center, a deep vortex, a swirling abyss. It doesn't move like a normal storm. It doesn't behave like anything we understand. It just remains. Stable, persistent, unnatural. Like a scar carved into the atmosphere. A reminder that Saturn doesn't follow the rules. Every 30 years, something happens. A storm appears. But not just any storm, a planetary storm. It stretches across the entire circumference of Saturn, a system so large it wraps around the planet itself. Lightning flashes through the clouds, not like on Earth, but thousands of times stronger. Energy erupts from deep within. Hidden layers of the planet rise to the surface, and suddenly, the calm disappears. Saturn transforms. What looked like a quiet giant becomes something violent, unstable, alive. And then, slowly, it fades again, returning to silence, as if nothing ever happened. Among Saturn's many moons, one stands out: Titan. At first glance, it looks familiar. It has an atmosphere, clouds, rivers, lakes. It almost feels like Earth. But that illusion doesn't last, because nothing there is what it seems. The rain is not water. It is methane, liquid natural gas falling from the sky. The lakes are not oceans. They are pools of chemicals. And the temperature? Cold enough to freeze everything instantly. This is not a second Earth. This is a distorted reflection, a world that looks alive but is built from something else entirely. Far from the chaos, there is something unexpected. A small, icy moon, Enceladus. For years, it seemed insignificant, until we looked closer. Cracks at its surface, and from them, jets. Massive geysers of water erupting into space. Not frozen, liquid. Beneath the ice, there is an ocean, warm, salty, active. And where there is water, there is possibility. In the darkness beneath that frozen shell, something might exist. Something alive. To understand Saturn, we sent a messenger, Cassini. For 13 years, it studied the planet, its rings, its moons, its storms. But time ran out, fuel was ending, and there was a risk of contaminating worlds like Enceladus. So a decision was made. Cassini would not return. It would fall. On its final mission, it plunged into Saturn's atmosphere, sending data until the very last second. And then, it was gone, destroyed, absorbed, becoming part of the very planet it revealed. Saturn feels eternal, but it isn't. Even its rings are disappearing. Slowly, gravity pulls them inward, a phenomenon known as ring rain. In time, they will be gone, and Saturn will lose what makes it iconic. Just another giant in the dark. So look at it while you still can, because what you're seeing is temporary. A perfect balance of beauty and destruction. A masterpiece built from violence. Saturn is not peaceful. It never was. It is a reminder that the universe doesn't need to be loud to be terrifying. Sometimes, the most beautiful things are the most dangerous.